It's the bottom of the ninth inning. There's 2 outs and the game is on the line with a score of 6-3. Bases are loaded and Coach Jesus calls a timeout. He looks at his roster card, then over at the bench and says, "All right, HR, this is it. I need you to hit it out of the park." HR's heart leaps in his chest. He jumps up and grabs a helmet and a bat. As he's walking to the batter's box, he begins reflecting on Coach Jesus and how he is the greatest champion alive. Remembering everything Coach taught him and all the preparation Coach had put him through, he steps into the batter's box with a steely-eyed look on his face. Here comes the pitch and the divinity of King Jesus. What I saw him do that day with only a wooden cross, I said to myself, now there is a man I can follow, one who I can call my king. So far in all my writing, I have affirmed the Old Testament prophets' claim that Jesus is the Emmanuel whom they spoke of, meaning God with us, and then I apparently deny his deity while on earth, while at the same time I make the claim that we actually have the right to say I am if we are in right standing with God our Abba, who is always and only in heaven on his throne, through accepting Jesus as Lord. It could seem that all that doesn't really add up. So let's talk about fashion. Because of the virgin birth through Mary, Jesus never inherited a sin nature like the rest of us did. So ever since, I'm guessing, the age of accountability, or bar mitzvah, God had clothed Jesus in his own robe of authority, and as Jesus walked through his life all the way to his cross of obedience, and having chosen not to think or do any sinful thing, well, there's a man I could follow and call my king. Except I have this sinful nature, and while I may also be wearing a robe of righteousness, y'all know I have laundry issues, and I keep working in all this desert dirt and wrenching on dirty, oily stuff, and, well, quite frankly, it probably needs a good cleaning a lot more often than it gets. Maybe that's why I need a godly woman in my life. God knows I need all the help I can get. So the point I'm trying to make is Jesus was the first and still the greatest spiritual fashion trendsetter. You know, thank God he gives us all new robes. These old ones we're wearing need replacing. So Jesus was a human on earth whom by his sinless nature at birth always wore the same divine robe of righteousness that he gives to us at the moment we choose to receive it. But Jesus is greater than the rest of us because when he died, his robe was still spotless, unlike mine and yours.